Okay, so welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to this lock journey. If you guys are new here and new to this channel, literally subscribe down below. Today I've got a banger for you guys. Literally, I don't know why I haven't thought of doing this video in such a long time, but everything right now has been crazy in London. I don't know if you guys are hip on international news. The Queen's dead. We've got a whole new financial budget scheme and the pound is literally plummeting. So it got me thinking. I'm about to get my retwist, I think on Tuesday, and I pay a certain amount. Now, money's tight right now in the economy right now, and I wanted to know, how much do you guys pay for your starter locks? Not a retwist, not a maintenance, just your starter locks to get it started from an afro to your fresh locks. How much do you guys pay? Focused on America initially, and I will be using UK for cross-referencing as well. Everything will be done in dollars so that we can kind of understand where everyone's kind of sitting at. I tried to get about 4 states in each kind of region of America. So you got like the East, you got West Coast, South, I think like the Northern states and like the Midlands and stuff like that. I got about 4 states from each country. So, I mean, not each country, from each region. It's about 20 states that I did roughly. So it should give us a good kind of estimate and a good kind of like knowledge of what people are paying in certain regions of America, then also the UK as well. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Also, before we get into this video, if you guys can give me a really big favor and click the link in the description to my survey for my hair mist business. I'm trying to gather some information on branding and logos and all that type of jazz, so I can have a better understanding of actually putting out a product out there for you guys. It only takes about, I'd say roughly 5 minutes. It's about 20 questions and they're probably majority of them multiple choice. So if you can do that, I would appreciate it so much. So let's get into the video. Okay, let's get started. Now I use this website called, I think Styled by Us or something like that. I don't know what it's called. And it basically had a list of all these different types of hairdressers in these kind of regions. You typed in your state and it showed you all your hairdressers in that state. So that's where I got all my prices from. You can cross check it or whatever it is, but this is just an average, you feel me? So the first region we're talking about is the East Coast. Now the East Coast, I looked at New York, Maryland, Florida, and South Carolina. I don't know if that would be considered East Coast, but I guess it is. And the prices that I got were $170, which is crazy, $150, $85, and $95. I remember these are all for starter locks. Just start your initial locks, not your actual maintenance or to get a haircut or whatever it is with it. This is just for your starter locks. Now the average of that, let's put these numbers in a calculator real quick. We've got 170 plus 150 plus 85 plus 95. Okay, that's 500 in total. We're gonna divide that by 4. So on average, the price you're gonna pay in the East Coast is about $125, which isn't too bad. That's pretty kind of standard. You guys, let me know down in the comments if that's standard for you. If you're paying higher or lower in that kind of price range in the East Coast. Let me know. Moving on swiftly. We're gonna be moving over to the southern states now, the southern coast of America. Not necessarily the southern states, but the southern coast. We're looking at states like Texas, Mississippi, New York, New Mexico, and Louisiana. And the prices that we got were actually kind of crazy, like it's bad. I got $250, $125, $200, and $100. Now, quick maths right here. So I've got $450 right here plus 125 plus 100. So that's $675 in total. Divide that by 4 and we've got about, on average, $168. So $168 is actually crazy, because to think about it, to start your locks for $168, like what is going on in southern states? Is it also expensive down in Texas? Like I never really looked at it like that. That's crazy, man. Okay, so next up we've got the Midlands, or the middle part of America. We checked out Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois, and Colorado. Now we got 150, 80, 150, and 90. So I'm gonna do a quick math right there. Those numbers actually ain't too bad, really and truly. 300 plus 80, then plus 90. That's 470 in total. Divide that by 4, we're looking at about $117 in the middle of America, which that isn't really that bad. That's like, I think that's the cheapest we've got so far. So it's not too bad, honestly. Think about it, like I've lived in New Jersey and I've also lived in Illinois, both for 2 years each. And now that I realize that when I was getting a haircut, back before when I was getting my locks and anything, I was getting a haircut in New Jersey, I think I was paying about 25 to 35. It was around that price just for a haircut, like just a little taper, fade or whatever it is. I had the high top going on back then. Then compared to when I was in Illinois, I was paying about 20. I think it was about 20 minimum. Yeah, it was like $20, then like a $5 tip or some shit like that. So it wasn't that bad compared to the East Coast. So I can understand the pricing right there. But you guys let me know what you guys pay in the Midwest, I guess. Okay, so next up, we're moving over to the northern states. Now the northern states, they got me messed up because I tried North Dakota and there was no locticians in North Dakota, so I had to try South Dakota. So we've got South Dakota, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and Minnesota. Crazy prices. We've got $100, $90, $120, and $60, which is ridiculous. Like the average for that is gonna be a bit wild. So let's put that in the calculator real quick. 120 plus 100 plus 90 plus 60, that's 370 in total divided by 4. We got an average of $92 you're paying for starter locks in these northern states, which is ridiculous. You could probably get it for a low as well. Bear in mind, guys, listen, this is literally just an average, it's an estimate. I'm only taking 4 states out of each region. So listen, the prices could be even way higher. I know New York prices can get ridiculous, just like London. So just bear that in mind. Lastly, we've got the West Coast. Now the West Coast, I was expecting to see some crazy prices because you know it's like California, like you got LA, you got all these kind of crazy places that are expensive. So we did, because California is so big, we did 2 prices in California and we did one from Oregon and Washington. So we've got $100, $150, $140, and $120. I was expecting a lot more, like 200 numbers, like for starter locks over there. So let's put that in the calculator real quick. 120 plus 140 plus 150 plus 100. I think this could be the most expensive one yet. Divide that by 4. It's $127. I don't know if that's the most expensive one. I'm not keeping in touch right now. We'll see at the end of the video. But $127 on average to start your locks in the West Coast. Let me know down and below in the comments if that's true. I had to obviously include Canada, you feel me? I can't let you guys go. So it was quite weird, honestly, to try to find the prices in Canada because I was getting a lot of like French websites. And for me, I keep forgetting every single time that like French is a big thing in, I mean, French is probably one of the most spoken languages in Canada, which is weird to me. So I kept seeing a lot of French websites and stuff like that. So I got 2 prices over there. I had one, this is in Canadian dollars, so I don't know how the conversion rate is. I'm gonna have to really whip out the camera calculator for this. Let's get the Canadian dollars out. Canada. Okay, so we have $100 per hour. Now $100 per hour, I didn't understand what they meant by that, but it literally said starter locks $100 per hour. $100 is $73 in United States dollars, which is okay, I guess. Let's just say it takes 2 hours to do your hair. I think it's on average it's about 2 hours to do starter locks. So let's just double that and make it $146 in total. That was the first number. Then we also got $200 flat. I couldn't find any other numbers, so we can just add that up. 146 plus 200, divide that by 2, and we've got $127 on average in Canada. But let me know, any Canadians right now watching this in Toronto or Montreal, those are the 2 places that we picked up the shops from. Let me know what the prices are over there and give us a bit of light on that. Then obviously we have to compare it to the UK. Now the UK is sweet. Kind of. Listen, the UK, people take the piss in the UK. That's why I'm so thankful for my prices. Me personally, I pay 65 for a wash, retwist, and a style. That's for my maintenance. When I first started my locks, I paid, I think, about 40. I think it was about £40 for my starter lock. So I was wet, like, for me paying £40 coming from a guy that gets haircuts, that was like, okay, £40, this is my first big boy haircut. Okay, I mean, it's my first big boy style. Like, I'm actually putting money on my head. So £40 is a lot, but now that I'm thinking about it, okay, £60, I'm like, I'm living the sweet life, honestly. Because I hear people paying upwards of like 120 in the UK. But let's see, we've got 4 prices right now that I saw on a website that kind of showcased the same thing in terms of like locticians all around London. This is only London prices. I don't really care about the other cities, sorry to say that. So we got £45, £60, £75 and £50 in the UK. I'm gonna convert that for you guys real quick. The Great British Pound is suffering right now. So we got 45 plus 60 plus 75 plus 50. So we've got £230 in total. You divide that by the 4. And we've got on average £57, which is $62, which sounds about right. Like £57 for your starter lock sounds about right in the UK. If anyone comes to me saying that they're paying anything more than that, I'm just gonna look at you like, yeah, I don't know who your loctician is, they're definitely scamming you. Okay, so to round up this video, here are the averages again. So at East Coast, we've got $125 on average. We've got for the southern states, we've got $168. Then for the Midwest, we've got $117. Then for the northern states, we've got $64. For the West Coast, we've got $127. For Canada, I think I did the calculation wrong previously. We've actually got $110 for Canada. And then for the UK, we've got $62. So crazy estimates. Remember guys, these are all averages from 4 states from each region, give or take literally $50, because like I saw prices that were unbelievable in the UK, which I didn't even want to put down because it didn't make sense. I saw $4.90 for starter locks. I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I know that that's definitely an error. It can't be $4.90. They must be thinking about something else. So bear that in mind. A lot of prices will actually include washing and all other services that will probably bring up the price. So think about that. I just want to know the discussion down below. Let me know what's going on. Are you guys really paying these prices, and why? Why are you paying these prices? Let me know down in the comments. Remember, please click the link down below for the survey, so I understand you guys' mindsets on what I need to put in this new hair product that I'm trying to launch in the future. So let's get it. I'm going to drop more videos on that in the future, and I'll catch you guys in my retwist video, hopefully. Let's get it.